Alright, I'm doing another video because somebody just called. So, this is the third personal sun observation video that I've done. It's 5 p.m. so I wanted to show people one of the observations that I talked about from my last video, best conditions and best way to tell the sun is personal to you in your own personal zenith. The sun will get blocked out by one little bitty cloud and block out my entire area from my perspective. So when you look at the sun and people think it's even really further away at 5, it's not. It's still close to you because the clouds right here, the inside of them are lit up, so the sun is closer than those clouds, and I can travel down the highway to these clouds 15-20 miles away max. The sun travels with you as well, and so it'll go beyond. It stays centered to your perspective. So if I was to travel to those clouds, it would stay at the angle at which it is at 5 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, it'll travel above with you, but at 5 o'clock, it'll stay out in front of you. You know this, you've experienced this your entire life. But see how the insides of all these clouds are lit up? Because it's from my own personal perspective. Oh, check it out. There's the moon right behind us. I spy with my little eyes. Boom. Sun and the moon in the sky at the same time. That happens about 4 times a phase, 4 or 5 times. They switch positions. Takes about a week for that to happen. The moon's on like a 22 phase schedule. There's no such thing as a lunar eclipse. The earth does not eclipse the moon. The moon is its own light. Anyway, back to the sun observation. See, you know, all these clouds are lit up. The back sides and undersides of them are dark. But if I was to be on the highway and traveling with the sun, the shading of the clouds will change. Because the light is moving with you. And that's the proof of the personal sun. It does this for everybody. It's a grand design, and it's such a grand design they've been able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. But I'm not being fooled, and a lot of people who pay attention to my channel aren't fooled, and they get it, and it's easy to get. So do your own observations, share it as your own, get it out there. It debunks all one sun models. The biggest issue I have with one sun models is the position of the sun slightly changes from day to day. And it's very so slight, even from dead winter to dead summer. The sun will set over here, and right now in the summer it'll set over there slightly northwest, and equinox over there, and then over there. But it's still personal and close and local to you at all times, and you can tell this by the clouds. So like one day in spring it snowed, and the next day it was 80 degrees, but the sun didn't change like drastically in position. It was still roughly what it was the previous day. That shows you that the ether, the magnetic field, the terra firma play some kind of part in that. The wind plays some kind of part in that. I mean, a month ago it rained and the entire day cooled off. Like felt great. Last week. But yeah, it's a crazy place we live in. A lot different than what we've been told. See those rays over there? They're coming down that way. So, you see that? There's a bunch of rays right there. A lot of motherfuckers failed geometry class. A lot of people don't know how to use their eyes and tell how far they can see. You can't see that far. They tell you that the sun rises 6 time zones to your east. That's like close to 4,000 miles. Like I live in southern Mississippi, and when it's 6 time zones to my east, it's noon in Europe, and I can't see 6 time zones to my east. I can't see a few hundred miles, let alone that distance. And you know, a lot of places in between the north and the south halves, northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, share a small local noon sun during the equinox. And like Lima, South America, and New York are 3,500 miles apart, and they share a noon sun. Yet, like when it's 3,500 miles from me, it's supposedly like 6:30 in the morning, and it's dark. Like it's way on the horizon. But you know, all these places, you know, Johannesburg and Finland, they both share a noon sun together during the equinox. Equal. Equal. That's what the term means. So anyway, just getting some sun, enjoying it. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. This video is a shout out to Abchow Derek Dell from Beyond the Curve. I hope he sees my observations, lets me on his show. If you are a fan of his show, tell him what's up. Tell him to let me on his show and start talking about it. This is definitely something that has been ignored, and the shills have gone running from my channel, and they don't mention it, talk about it. They don't want to talk about it because it debunks their stupid pizza disc model. It debunks all models. Anyway, love, peace, and hugs.